So I think to some extent, with the level of maturity, with the level of self-understanding, self-awareness,
Yes.
then it's very, very doable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, kuna kuna hiyo story yenye tulisikia ya anaitwa Jimal ama anaitwa Jamal na bestie wake. They were very, alafu kidogo nasikia ni kama wame they were expecting, I think they've delivered.
Yes.
So pia kuna ingine ya kujidanganya ni best friends, but tunajua
it's not tenable.
Kuna benefits.
Yeah.
So be very clear. Be very clear with yourself and with your friend.
Yes.
And with your best friend in regards to the trajectory of the relationship. And be very clear from the onset that
yes.
Please, you know very well when ni brother. Hakuna kitu when ni brother.
Sema friend zone.
Usijaribu kuvuka hiyo lane. Vitu zitaribika. So yeah, being very, very clear is important from the onset. Yeah.
And you find that I also think that from the onset, people find these people that they can be free with, they can be open with, and before you know it, they fall into that friendship, that platonic friendship.
Yeah.
And before you know it, wow, we've been best friends for the last 6 months and it's going well. But inherently, you know, what research has shown is that you'll always find that one best friend is always attracted
to the other, and the other macho yake iko kwingine.
Huyo mwingine sasa kwanza haezi takata kucross that line sababu hataki kuspoil this thing. And then it goes on and on and on, and then before you know it, because life will throw different things at you, before you know it, you fell prey for good reasons or otherwise, and you end up with this person, and it could go either way. As you said, they are best friends that end up being life partners. And they have very good
they've built families,
they build families
businesses
together,
they've built a whole
empires,
life.
yes.
A whole life.
And it works perfectly. And then there are those that once they cross that line, it spoils everything. And so I think from the onset, the biggest impediment becomes the need analysis. Let's just not be attracted to each other because we tick each other's boxes in terms of freeness and openness and vulnerability in this bond that we share. But also, as we progress, what are your needs? As in, what are my needs in this friendship? So my needs is that I'm looking for someone I can confide in. I'm looking for someone that I can be open with. I'm looking for someone I can bounce ideas off of. I'm looking for someone that we can build something together. I'm looking for someone that I can trust that a bit more. So those are my needs. And you find that if I was to put all this in a board, I'd put like all the things that I'm looking for as the needs, as my needs in this particular bond. And then I'd ask myself, what do I think are my bestie's needs as well? What is she looking for? What is she looking for in this whole thing? She looks as if she's looking for a friend. She's looking for a confidant. She's looking for someone she can be free with. And then now the bestie also does the same. What are your needs as a person? What do you think are the needs of the other person? And then now, based on this need analysis, you see now the convergence points. What are the selfish reasons that each of us has? What are the congruent needs that both of us have? And then we assess it. We take it through a test and see, do we think that indeed for the long term, based on what you want to achieve as a person and what I want to achieve as a person, we are a good fit in this friendship? When do we think that we can revisit the definition of this particular bond? Should we give it lest we get carried away. will you start getting jealous at some point, or feeling some protective of the other person at some point? Because you see, also besties have the other person, each other's interest at heart. And so me, I don't want to see someone who is
taking advantage
of my bestie.
Another,
I'll beat them up, and you'll feel the same, and you'll be like, me, I want you to avoid amber trees, or and I'll be like, John also, I notice his knees, and me, and in no time you become protective of each other, and then this protectiveness draws you together
and chases your potential significance away.
Yeah, because also men do not want to be in a relationship with someone who has a best friend. Nimeenda sleepover wapi kwa John, you know, we're best friends. How many days? See, weekend too. Chubulio kina kuangalia lo kashfa
kaliendaga
yeah. And so do you think that it's possible to draw the line, and do you think that romanticizing it spoils it? Can we have that mature level of romanticizing and still maintain objectivity in us being true to each other, in us being open and vulnerable with each other, of us not being territorial with each other, still letting each other be their own people? Where do we usually drop the ball?
I think
can we have our cake and eat it?
No, kabisa hapana. No, hiyo haitawezekana. I think most people are not even aware. Like what you said, you need to put down and say, this is what I would want to get out of this friendship relationship.
Yes.
This is what my partner or my friend or my best friend is looking at as well.
Yes.
Most people don't really analyze things like that. They just go at it, things start happening, then you're gravitating, then, you know, and before you know it, 3 years down the line, you're like, hey, tulifika aje hapa, you know? And so most people really don't do a lot of introspective thinking and questioning in that line. And that's why you find now most cases, you find people who are they genuinely started as friends, as best friends, but because they didn't analyze their situation, their relationship and their friendship, then they mix up things. And then now it can't go forward. You already have a child. Now it becomes a messy situation. Now the person that you are supposed to be with, end up with, is coming after you've already, you know. Again, destiny works in a very funny, interesting way.
What was meant to be will be.
But at the end of the day, I think all that could have been avoided if you really just sat down and said, I know we are human beings, we have needs, but what are you looking at from this friendship? So that you don't try and place that need. I'll tell you exactly, if this is the need, you talk on your list, because I'm not going to come through for you in that
if
way.
I was a machine, if you are a machine, scrapping off that need is very easy.
You see, no, scrap it on this side, go find it somewhere else. Ukikosa kitu Naivas, enda uchumi. Uchumi ilifungwa, enda Kafo. So in essence, this relationship is serving this purpose. So don't try and sneak in other purposes in there.
Because they'll spoil the bond that we otherwise share. And they'll make it awkward.
And a friendship that had the potential to accomplish so much will be cut short because the wrong things came into it.
Well, wrong, quote unquote. Yes, but
wrong or right, but you see, if it doesn't work, then it was the wrong. It was the wrong thing. But if it works, kudos. Again, you never know. Fate is a very complicated thing.